Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my review for Jurassic World Rebirth, coming to you from Universal Pictures on September 10th, which is this Tuesday. You can pre-order yourself a copy using the Amazon Associates link in the description of this video. This copy comes to me courtesy of Mandy Rogers. Thank you, Mandy. You rock. Awesome. Always appreciate a nice little treat from her. Coming around, as you see, in its first edition, I have the standard one with the slipcover. There is a steel book available, and it comes in the regular case. There is a digital code that comes with it as well. There's a Blu-ray copy and a 4K copy. There's some differences. We'll get into that in a little bit. But yes, it comes with both, as well as the code. 3 ways to watch. And so, thus, here we are, Jurassic World Rebirth. This is the first of, ideally, probably a new trilogy of sorts, or a new direction with the Jurassic franchise. And it stars Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali and Rupert Friend. And basically, this is, let's go to the park, but they're kind of now mutants. Dinosaurs, the misfit dinosaurs, that's a cool concept. And this one kind of has the elements of The Lost World as well as Jurassic Park 3, kind of hodgepodge together. And this one is directed by Gareth Edwards and sort of felt like, at least when you read the trades, a rushed production film. They wanted to get a film that, an $800 billion grosser out there for the summer of 2025. Signed one of the biggest stars on the planet there, as well as one of our most achieved current popular actors, and let's have them getting some dino mayhem, and all against it. Actually, I'm gonna, I guess, probably be on the hot take squad saying I really enjoy the heck out of Jurassic World Rebirth. This isn't a franchise that I'm like woo about. I enjoy the dinos every time I go out to see them, like everybody else. And I'm gonna compare this one, so I guess going into this, there's Jurassic Park, and then everything else is behind it not severely, but a nice distance past them. For the first one, it's not really I don't think this is a top level franchise in terms of the quality and whatnot, but solid, enjoyable 3-star outings a lot of the time. This one cut above because it kind of reminded me of The Lost World, which is my favorite sequel probably prior to this. This might have overtaken it as my favorite sequel, and you're like, whoa, more hot takes here. But let me explain why this one works for me better than the others, and it's Gareth Edwards. It's the scale of the dinos and the action set pieces in the film that really feel like, The Lost World has its dumbness to it, but the action set pieces that Spielberg put into motion are great, and I think this is the best one to do that since. And I really like they're going for what haven't we done in the Jurassic movies, let's see, and everything's like a kind of a playhouse set with a cool start to finish ABC stakes, everything else, character stuff going on in there. A lot of water. There's a boat action sequence. There's multiple water action sequences because those haven't really been done here. You've got a pterodactyl one with a little temple and a cliff. Then the finale with a bunch of tunnels and this little marketplace thing. It's just awesome. And this is probably the water Jurassic World movie. But everything works. And it has David Koepp wrote it. He wrote the original Jurassic Park. And he brings a sense of old school blockbuster, the sort of the disaster movie type characters in here, and they all work. There's something you bring Scarlett, you bring Mahershala, you bring Rupert Friend and cast to add stuff to maybe thinner characters on paper, and they do that in spades here. And I really enjoyed all the people here, and there's some great there's clever, not just with the filmmaking, clever shots and stuff, but there's clever stuff with the character expectations. There's this boyfriend character, they're oh yeah, dead meat, blah, blah, blah. Surprise, he's along for a lot of this movie. But yeah, it just really works for me. It goes A to B to C. It really moves It's got like a video game-esque plot, but it's easy to follow. It's fun. It's like, so when we have to get blood from a dinosaur from the sea, then we need one from the air and one from the land, and it's easy to follow. It's fun to follow, and just they're like, okay, we're gonna put this really simple thing here, but the complexity of it is going to be in how we do the action sequences. And bless them, they shot this thing on film, so it looks freaking gorgeous. It has depth like no other, and really the marriage of CG to practical here, pretty seamless. Some good stuff here, and they actually, they went out. I mean, it's not like they shoot the Jurassic ones in like a full green screen room. They went to Thailand to film this. Really, really cool stuff here. I'll stop drooling over it. It's a movie I give a 3.5 out of 5. I think this is, the best Jurassic sequel. Yep. Trash me in the comments. I already know it's coming. Don't worry about it. I like what I like, and I really enjoyed this one. I don't hate really any of the Jurassic movies. I think the world ones were fine before this. I like the haunted house one. If you go weird with the Jurassic stuff, I'm going with you. This one goes with weird with mutants and stuff, but it also just cinematically is just a step above every sequel that's come. So 3.5 out of 5. And so we'll move on to the video section for this. This is 2160p encoded 4K with HEVC H.265 and the 239:1 aspect ratio as seen theatrically. Gorgeous. As I mentioned before, it's shot on film, so it's got a lot of depth. The natural blacks look a lot better. Really good contrast there. A lot of the flare work looks awesome. A lot of smoke and fog and stuff, like fire. Later on this picture, like really no issues with like it's all smooth and crisp. Of anything meshing or blocking or anything like that. The detail on everything is perfect to the touch. Like you see dirt on people, cuts, bruises, camouflage patterns on clothing looks cool. Just seeing the grass and the roots, just everything down to like the surface of like the boat they ride in on, even the CG and the dinosaurs, everything else. And I mentioned the cinematography, it looks grand. Like I compare like Jurassic World, like you go to this place and it feels so small. The first one, the Trevor Isles first one, and it's supposed to look grand, and they don't like show the sky a lot, and like it's really weird. But this thing just it loves the area it's filming. It wants to show off the geography as much as it does want to entertain and thrill you. It becomes like travelogue-esque, which is something that I think gets lost in a lot of films today. And Gareth Edwards, he just knows what I'm a big fan of his work. Even his lesser stuff is more interesting. He's that kind of guy. Like Creator was awesome. Rogue One, his Godzilla. It's just awesome. So I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. The visual department, quite good. We'll move to audio. This one provides a Dolby Atmos track and foreign language to my United States. As French 7.1 and Spanish 7.1 Dolby Audio, and then there's an English descriptive video track. Subtitle-wise, we have English SGH, Spanish, and French. The audio's very good, very good. It's a little lower set, but that's not detrimental. Just turn it up a little bit more. Really good idea of encompassing the room. This was mastered for 6-channel IMAX, but it's now coming to Atmos, so obviously there's more stuff to it. There's good stuff from the ceiling channels with the flying debris falling, like when they're on the cliff. That's a good scene. Never overdoes it from above, though. That's really cool. The subwoofer has a great punch, really helps the bassiness in the score comes up nicely, and everything's set to different levels of impact for some fun variety throughout the film. Waves crashing, things like that. Really, really active subwoofer here. Channels, the ambiance is quite great. They've got little nicks and crannies and like crickets and shit and whatever's around in the jungle. Bullets flying around. Everything, this is a good track. I think it's just not perfect, but it's way better than does the trick, and I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Extras here. Now, here's where things differentiate. The 4K disc has more featurettes than the standard Blu-ray. There are featurettes that, yeah, are only to the 4K. So we'll talk about them, and let's go through this. So to begin with the bonus, this is really awesome. We have not one but two commentaries to go on this one. The first commentary features Gareth Edwards, production designer James Klein, and first AD Jack Ravenscroft. The second commentary has Gareth Edwards, editor Jabez Olsen, and visual effects supervisor David Vickery. So that's for a new movie. That's not like some independent feature big studio movie having two commentaries. That's pretty cool. Let's get into the featurettes that are on both of them. These following ones are on both the Blu-ray and the 4K disc. We have an alternate opening, which is 1:39, and it's just like this tank bulldozer thing clearing out the beach in a shot before we get to the helicopter. It leads to the helicopter shot that takes us to the lab at the beginning. Deleted scenes. There's two scenes, both of them occurring at the mini mart sequence at the end. Runs about 4 minutes 17 seconds. And then we have Jurassic World Rebirth, Hatching a New Era. This is a documentary in 6 parts running at 56:20. The parts are titled The World Evolves, Off the Deep End, Trekking Through Thailand, Rex in the Rapids, Don't Look Now, and Mini Mart Mayhem. This is awesome. Cast and crew are here. You get on-set videos, on-set commentary, behind-the-scenes stuff. Every major player is involved here. So Gareth Edwards, Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Rupert Friend, like the whole cast and everything. It's just great. And we go from the creation of the project of David Koepp, talking about how he came back in and how he loves writing these Jurassic Park movies, and where he came up with the idea for this one and the fresh start they wanted. Scarlett Johansson talks about how she's been trying to get into a Jurassic movie for a long time. So everybody thought there's just a dump truck backed into her yard. Maybe not. But yeah, they talk about Gareth Edwards is directing everything else, so they set the stage. And then the next featurettes to follow, but if you can play all and you can watch it in a seamless manner, the next ones pick the action sequences in the film and sort of tell you the story of making of it through these action sequences, which I think is the right way to go for this movie, and it's pretty good. There is one that's about the locale of Thailand there as well. Excellent stuff. I couldn't ask for more from a new movie from a major studio to have this. It also has a gag reel, which is 1:52 seconds. Now, the next featurettes are only on the 4K disc. So here's what you're missing if you only got the Blu-ray. The first one is Meet Dolores. This is about the little dinosaur that goes with the girl. It's like an animatronic thing. And just a little bit on that. We have Munched, Becoming Dino Food, which is 5 minutes and 34 seconds. And this is talking from people who die in the movie, who want to talk about the deaths and how cool it is to get eaten by a dinosaur and how they did some of those. And then we have A Day at Skywalker Sound, which is 10 minutes and 24 seconds. And this one's awesome. This is the little girl from the movie and goes to Skywalker Sound. And this is like a really cool, easy for people to follow educational moment about post-production sound on a movie. You got the Foley people, you got the ADR, you got the surround guy putting it, this is really awesome. And I can't think of a movie that's done a new featurette like this in a long time about hey, here's how we make the magic. And I loved it. This is really cool. Not a throwaway thing. Very fun, done in a very charming manner. And then the last one is Hunting for Easter Eggs, which is 6 minutes and 25 seconds. It's kind of the set designers showing you little nods to things, like a license plate from Amity in there, and some one of the characters wears something that's emblematic of Ian Malcolm that hard to see, but they show you that throughout the film. That's pretty fun stuff. So this is crazy. I don't think I've given a new title such a high bonus material score in forever. But Jurassic World, you landed a 4.5 out of 5. I'm leaving the half because Mahershala or Scarlett could have been on a commentary. that's what's holding you back from the 5. Okay, so let's go back through this. Jurassic World Rebirth, the movie score, I gave a 3.5 out of 5. I'm liking this one more each time too, so maybe that takes up a bit, and I'm completely ridiculous. Video, I gave a 5 out of 5. Audio, 4.5 out of 5, and the bonus material, 4.5 out of 5. The total score, I'm very high on this disc. I mean, if I added them and averaged them out, it's probably lower, but I'm gonna round up to a 4.5 out of 5 for this score. This is an awesome disc to pick up. I can't believe it. I like the movie well enough, but it has great bonus material, and the presentation of the movie is top notch. I have a hard time thinking we'll ever get a better Jurassic World Rebirth disc than this, especially in this era. We're here. This is one of the best theater to first disc releases we've had in a long time. Well done to Universal for, putting it all here. Granted, this is a movie that made like almost 900 million bucks at the box office. I think it's at 857 right now. Kudos, pick this up. Give this movie a chance or another chance if you didn't like it the first time. I enjoyed Jurassic World Rebirth, so I'm prepared to get torn to shreds in the comments. I appreciate you watching this video. Appreciate Mandy for sending this to me. I'll have a lot more coming your way in September for these Blu-ray and 4K reviews and some DVD stuff as well. I appreciate you watching. Remember, you can order this from the Amazon Associates link in the comments or the description. And as always, stay film positive.